Our kitchen was a relic of the past. It was like stepping into a time capsule, a place where the years had stood still. The walls whispered stories of family gatherings and holiday feasts, but the decor screamed of an era long gone. The kitchen was a testament to a bygone age, holding on to its vintage charm with a stubborn grip. Think avocado green appliances and linoleum floors that had seen better days. The appliances, once the height of modernity, now looked like relics from a museum exhibit. The linoleum, with its faded patterns and worn-out patches, bore the scars of countless meals prepared and shared. It was a space that had served its purpose well, but was now crying out for a new lease on life. Dark, dated cabinets sucked the light out of the room. These cabinets, with their heavy, oppressive presence, seemed to absorb every ray of sunlight that dared to enter. They were a stark reminder of a time when kitchens were more about function than form, a time when aesthetics took a back seat to practicality. The room felt like a cave, a place where light and joy struggled to find a foothold. It lacked the warmth and charm that a kitchen should have. A kitchen should be the heart of the home, a place where memories are made and laughter echoes off the walls. But our kitchen, with its dull, lifeless atmosphere, felt more like a forgotten corner of the house. It was a place where the past lingered, but the present felt unwelcome. It was a space in desperate need of a refresh. The signs of wear and tear were everywhere, from the chipped countertops to the peeling wallpaper. Every surface seemed to cry out for attention, for a touch of care and creativity. It was clear that this kitchen had given all it could, and now it was time for us to give something back. The layout was cramped and inefficient. Navigating the kitchen felt like a chore, with every movement hindered by the awkward placement of appliances and cabinets. There was no flow, no sense of ease or comfort. It was a space that worked against us, rather than with us, making even the simplest tasks feel like a struggle. We dreamed of a space that was both stylish and functional, a kitchen that would not only meet our needs but also inspire us. We envisioned a place where modern design met vintage charm, where every detail was carefully considered and beautifully executed. A kitchen that would be a joy to cook in, a pleasure to spend time in, and a source of pride for our home. It was time to say goodbye to the avocado green and hello to a kitchen that reflected our love for all things vintage. We wanted to create a space that honored the past while embracing the present, a kitchen that would be a true reflection of our style and personality. The journey ahead was daunting, but the promise of a beautiful, functional kitchen kept us motivated. We rolled up our sleeves, ready to transform our kitchen from a relic of the past into a masterpiece of the present. I've always been drawn to the charm and character of vintage design. There's something incredibly captivating about the way these pieces have stood the test of time, each one carrying a unique story and a sense of history that modern designs often lack. The intricate details, the craftsmanship, and the patina that only comes with age all contribute to their undeniable allure. There's a warmth and authenticity to pieces that have lived a previous life. They tell a story. Each scratch, each worn edge, and each faded color speaks of years gone by, of meals shared, and of moments cherished. These items are more than just objects. They are keepers of memories, silent witnesses to the passage of time. We wanted our kitchen to reflect that same sense of history and soul. We envisioned a space where every corner, every shelf, and every surface would whisper tales of the past. A place where the old and the new would blend seamlessly, creating a harmonious balance that would make our kitchen not just a functional space, but a living, breathing part of our home. We envisioned a space filled with vintage finds. From antique kitchen scales to rustic bread boxes, each item would be carefully chosen to add to the overall ambiance. We wanted our kitchen to be a treasure trove of vintage delights, a place where every item had a story to tell and a history to share. Open shelving would display our collection of antique crockery. These shelves would not just be for storage, but a showcase of our passion for vintage design. Each piece of crockery, with its delicate patterns and time-worn charm, would be a testament to our love for the past. The open shelves would allow us to appreciate these beautiful items every day, turning our kitchen into a gallery of vintage art. A farmhouse sink would add a touch of rustic elegance. Its deep basin and sturdy design would be both practical and beautiful, a perfect blend of form and function. The farmhouse sink would be the heart of our kitchen, a place where we could wash vegetables from our garden, clean up after family meals, and enjoy the simple pleasures of everyday life. We were excited to give our kitchen a new lease on life with vintage style. The renovation process was a labor of love, a journey of discovery, as we hunted for the perfect pieces to complete our vision. Each find, each addition, brought us one step closer to creating the kitchen of our dreams. A kitchen that was not just a place to cook, but a space that celebrated the beauty of the past and the joy of the present. The tiles we chose were another important element. We opted for vintage-inspired tiles with intricate patterns that added a touch of nostalgia and elegance. These tiles, with their timeless designs, would be a beautiful backdrop for our kitchen, adding depth and character to the space. We also incorporated antique furniture into our design. An old wooden table and chairs, with their worn surfaces and sturdy construction, would be the perfect place for family meals and gatherings. These pieces, with their rich history and timeless appeal, would add warmth and charm to our kitchen. Lighting was another key aspect of our design. We chose vintage light fixtures that would cast a warm, inviting glow over the space. These fixtures, with their classic designs and soft light, would create a cozy and welcoming atmosphere, perfect for cooking, dining, and spending time with loved ones. Accessories were the finishing touch. Old jars and containers with their faded labels and rustic charm would add the final layer of authenticity to our kitchen. These small details, often overlooked, would bring the whole design together, creating a cohesive and harmonious space that truly reflected our love for vintage style. In the end, our kitchen became more than just a place to prepare meals. It became a space where we could connect with the past, celebrate the present, and look forward to the future. A place where every item, every detail, and every moment was infused with the charm and character of days gone by. And that, to us, was the true beauty of vintage design. We knew that renovating a kitchen could be costly. The thought of transforming our outdated kitchen into a stylish, functional space was both exciting and daunting. We had heard countless stories of renovations spiraling out of control, with budgets being blown and timelines extended indefinitely. But we were determined to approach this project differently. We wanted to create a beautiful kitchen without falling into the common traps of overspending and unnecessary stress. But we were determined to stick to a tight budget. We started by sitting down together and discussing our financial limits. We knew that having a clear budget was crucial to keeping our renovation on track. We listed all the potential expenses, from big-ticket items like appliances and countertops to smaller details like paint and hardware. This gave us a comprehensive view of what we could afford and where we needed to be cautious. Vintage style is all about repurposing and finding unique pieces at affordable prices. We scoured thrift stores, flea markets, and online marketplaces for hidden gems that could add character to our kitchen. Each piece we found had a story, a history that brought warmth and personality to our space. We discovered that, with a bit of creativity, we could turn old, forgotten items into stunning focal points for our kitchen. We set a realistic budget and stuck to it. This meant making some tough decisions along the way. We had to prioritize our spending, focusing on the elements that would have the most significant impact. We created a detailed budget breakdown, tracking every expense to ensure we stayed within our limits. This disciplined approach helped us avoid the temptation to splurge on unnecessary items. We prioritized our spending, allocating funds to key areas like painting and new hardware. A fresh coat of paint can completely transform a space, and new hardware can give cabinets and drawers a modern, updated look. We chose high-quality paint and hardware that fit our vintage aesthetic, ensuring that these foundational elements would stand the test of time. By focusing on these key areas, we were able to make a significant impact without overspending. We knew that with careful planning and a little creativity, we could achieve our dream kitchen without breaking the bank. We spent countless hours sketching layouts, researching design ideas, and brainstorming ways to repurpose items we already owned. Our family came together, each contributing their skills and ideas to the project. This collaborative effort not only saved us money, but also made the renovation process more enjoyable and rewarding. In the end, our kitchen was a true reflection of our style and hard work, a space where we could create memories for years to come. The hunt for vintage treasures is half the fun. We scoured online marketplaces, antique shops, and flea markets for hidden gems. Each piece we found had its own unique story to tell. We weren't afraid to haggle for the best price. We learned to be patient and persistent. Sometimes the perfect piece would turn up when we least expected it. It was all part of the adventure of creating a vintage-inspired kitchen.